Hello, my name is Michael Houston, CEO, and I'm here with my lovely wife, Terry Houston, founder of Houston Consulting Group and Associates. And on today's edition of our Business Empowerment Series, we're very excited to have a very special guest with us today, and that is none other than Ken Moorman, the founder and owner of Jirani Coffeehouse in Manassas, Virginia, and also the author of this book, On the Other Side of My Dream. Other Side of My Dream, a phenomenal book. We're going to talk about that today. But Ken, welcome. How you doing today?
All right. Thanks, brother. Hey, everything's great, man. I'm just so excited to be, a part of this. This is amazing. I've been watching you guys' series, and we're really blessing others. So if you guys invite me on,
hey,
I'm
hey.
honored.
Well, I tell you, we love you. We love and definitely tell your wife hello for us and everything. But we're just honored to have you as our guest. I know I see you sitting there in that wonderful establishment, in the city of Manassas, Jirani Coffeehouse. We've been there probably hundreds of times and having events, and I think we drinking a few gallons of your coffee over the years. Great coffee, and we'll talk more about that. But definitely a pleasure. You have a wonderful story that I think will really resonate with our audience, those who are listening, and so. Just want to start out again, being just a successful entrepreneur with your coffee house and your journey, your story is just so powerful. I know we don't want to give too much away. We want people to buy this book. On the Other Side of My Dream. Wow. Wow, this is a powerful book. But just want to start out first of all. When I read this book, and of course, it was a blessing just to see you erect your coffee house. I remember you taking us for a tour. I know with some other real estate professional we were working with. You took us to a tour when it was just a shell. Right? It was truly just a dream at the time, and then just to see you come on the other side of that dream to now running a successful business is just a blessing. And so I want to start out because I think this is so timely for the challenging time that we're dealing with COVID-19. A lot of professionals and businesses, struggling and trying to not just survive, but, figure out a way to thrive through this time. You start out in telling an interesting story about the carrot, the egg, and the coffee bean. And I was like, wow, that really, is a timely story for this time. Just share quickly a little bit about that story.
Oh, yeah, sure. So I put it in the book, and I read this from another author, and I'm like, wow, it's too good not to just, glean on that and share with, my readers. So the story went like this, and I'm paraphrasing, a mother and daughter was talking, and the daughter was saying, hey, life is hard, she has some challenges, and the mom said, okay, follow me, come to the kitchen. The mother brought the daughter to the kitchen. She put a carrot. She put 3 pots of water on the stove. Put a carrot, hard carrot, inside the pot. She put an egg inside the pot, and she put some coffee beans inside the pot. So after a while, she brought them all to a boil, and she said, "Daughter, okay, let's take this out. Look at the carrot. Feel it." And she said, "Oh, it's soft." She said, "Okay, now feel the egg. Oh, it's hard." And she said, then the mother ladled the coffee out into a cup, and she says, what's going on with the coffee? She said, "Oh, it smells great." She smiled. And the daughter was like, "What's this about?" So the mother said, "Hey, okay, with the carrot, it was hard, but they all had the same type of adversity, which was the boiling water."
Wow.
So the carrot became soft. It broke. Right. Then you had the egg that originally had the yolk inside. That became hard in the boiling water. Right. And then the coffee, which instead of it actually changed the circumstances that caused everything to change in it. So the point of the story is to don't let your circumstances change you. You adapt. You pivot. You change.
Wow.
You get a sweet fragrance like the coffee bean did. So that resonated with me, and I know we were talking earlier, and this is a time where we have to pivot. We have to, as entrepreneurs, do something different and not the same way, and not let this pressure and this life, this tragic, break us and make us harden. I'm really like, how do you with all this death and everything going on, like I want to keep my heart soft.
Yes. Wow. Yes.
it's soft. I don't want it to be hard because you get angry. I'm angry at times. You know, I'm like, this is crazy. And I can't change it.
Yeah.
So I'm just encouraging entrepreneurs to just, you know, it's time to shift. This is a off the cuff, and I seen this somewhere where a guy on social media, he put out a picture and he said it was him at Best Buy, and he says, check this out. I do online business. I made an order to go pick up this part for my computer. He said, I went there, I pulled up, they did not let me in the building. They came out, bought the thing into me. This is Best Buy, and I had already prepaid. And he said, the moral of the story is these big businesses are adapting.
Right.
We have to adapt, you know, as entrepreneurs. It's actually someone's at the door now trying to get in, but we're currently closed.
I know that's right.
Because of COVID, but yeah, it's about adapting. So I just wanted those two stories kind of like hit me in this season. So thanks for asking about that story.
And that adapting is definitely a theme that resonates through your book on how you have to adapt to situations and actually make it better. I love that coffee bean, because that coffee bean took a situation that it was in and made something better out of it. And came better on the other side.
Woo! Come on.
I love that. I think it's so powerful that we can take even this crisis we're in, Ken and Michael, and all of us who are small business owners and big business owners, and on the other side of it, end up better. And that's really powerful.
Absolutely. And, you know, a lot of people, we're blessed to be benefactors of it, of experiencing the blessings of your dream, you know, your coffee house and your book. Yeah. You know, many people that don't know you, or maybe some people who do know you, don't know the PreDream, you know, and some of the challenges or just, you know, stepping out on faith, like you talk about in the book, to enact on that dream. Maybe there's an aspiring entrepreneur listening to this that has that dream like you did, and maybe working what have you, and contemplating what to do. Maybe talk a little bit about that PreDream. You know, you're talking about on the other side, but maybe the before side of that dream.
Yeah. So, you know, the reason I wrote the book is my true desire was to have people, like you said, that have these dreams and visions to actually see themselves, their life in my life as we, you know, navigating to get to that dream. But one thing I realized, you know, once I had this dream, you got to do it. It's never going to go away.
Right.
You know, and then we all know, you know, you don't want to die with your dream, and, you know, life is short, you know, and I talk about different things, and, you know, things that are tragic in my family and people passing. It's just like, and with COVID now, we have to get these dreams off. They don't have to be perfect, but we have to start. And I think this is just a season of resources. I mean, we have so many resources.
Right.
Like never before. Like we're all like 2 texts away from an answer. I truly believe that. Like, you know, text or, you know, social media, we can get the answer.
Right.
Funny, I needed some accounting advice, right? And I said, let me Google it. Oh man, I had all kind of accounting professionals, you know.
Right.
But to at least give me some ideas, so when I do talk to an accountant in person, I can kind of lead me on a way. So the information is out there. But yeah, just one day, as far as coffee. So I'm sitting in this coffee house, to your point. And I didn't, you know, when I got the vision to do a coffee house, I didn't drink coffee.
Wow.
So, you know,
that's some vision.
That's a vision there. I know. Wow, you probably,
that is a vision.
That is.
And I'm in this season where, you know, God put on my spirit, like, do what you see. You know, like we're praying or, you know, tapping in and trying to figure out what do I need to do next. And you see these things. I talk to a lot of entrepreneurs, and I want to know, well, what do you see? And it's so detailed. And I'm like, well, do that. Why aren't you doing? What else are you waiting for? You know.
Right.
But yeah, so when I was working in DC, getting on the train, and my wife and I, we were always saying we wanted to do more. We got business in Mississippi and stuff. We wanted to do something here, and just wasn't sure what it was. And I got off the train, you know, working in the government, and it's clear as day, something said, open up a coffee house.
Wow.
Right over here, right? At that time, it was in Manassas Park, city center.
Right.
And I I couldn't, but I'm like, wait a minute, I'm just doing this real estate stuff. It's going good. Like, and two, my wife had just came home to homeschool the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give up her, and I just say this, you can see the severity of it. She gave her a 6-figure job to be the kids, and here I'm going to come home saying I got this thing to open a coffee.
Don't even drink coffee.
You already know, Tara. You already know that was that.
Right.
It's a dream, though.
I
You
know
gotta
that's
follow
right.
that.
I know that's right.
But I could not deny it, you know. So one of the exercises I've been doing, and you guys can help me with this. So on the count of 3, don't say it out loud. Say it in your head. Just say your name, okay? Don't say it out loud, okay? And for the listeners, to viewers, on count of 3, say your name. Don't say it out loud, okay? 1, 2, 3. So that's the voice that told me to open up a coffee house. Wow. And I could not deny that. You know, it was that clear. I need you to open up a coffee house right over there. And I just wrestled with it. I pulled to the side of the road, and I just said, I got to wait. I got to get myself together, because I knew I had to tell my wife. And timing was off. We ain't had that money, no money for this type of vision. I didn't drink coffee. My wife wasn't sure I could even do retail, even though when she met me, I was managing big box retail stores for years. Mm-hmm. So I knew how to put together any kind of business in a building, and no matter what, from an operational standpoint. But that was years ago, before I was married, you know. But, you know, after a while, I told her, and I remember telling her, she was like, oh, this is not the time. I said, okay, just remember, you know, while we're praying and trying to figure out what else to do, remember I came home one day and told you we need to open up a coffee house.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow. Mm-hmm.
And then 2 weeks later, I said, let me just find out. And 2 weeks later, she's like, you check on that coffee house? No, but I will. I got on that.
Right.
And you know what? She bought into your dream, and I think that's powerful. Yes. You two came together, and I remember you all giving us a tour.
Yes.
But it didn't even have walls in it, but it had. We could still see the vision with you. And I remember you allowing us to taste test the food to see. You know, we're gonna sell these sandwiches. We're gonna sell these pastries. Which ones do you like best? So you brought in some of us to be a part of the dream. Yes. And we're so grateful for that experience.
Yeah. I'm so glad I did that, because we had a thing. I'm like, a part of me, and this is part entrepreneurs. You feel like it ain't all together, so you don't really want to do it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this ain't all the way what I see, but I gotta let them in. You know. I know. So sometimes you gotta get started. You know. Don't hold on and try to wait for perfection until everything's tight. And something you said too, like even my wife and partner Jesse, and it's a whole team of people. I did not do this. Mm-hmm. There is no way.
That's powerful.
I could have done this by myself. As I know I'm the one on the videos and all that, but trust me, it takes a team. I always tell people, if you ever dream and you can do that alone, your dream is too small.
That's right. That's right. Teamwork to make the dream work, right? That's right.
It took you guys coming in here.
Wow.
You know, and there's team, and then there's that outside team of people that just show up and is like, I knew when I invited you guys in, you guys are going to be along the way encouraging me the whole time.
Absolutely.
You know? And we're like the one. Sometimes, bro, you would just hit me and we talk random. And, how's it going? I'm like, something's coming from y'all. You know?
We're the ones banging on the door.
I know.
Trying to get in.
I know, exactly.
But we appreciate the vision and what you've done there at the coffee shop. And Jirani, in Swahili, you've told me before, means neighborhood, right? Neighbor or neighborhood. Okay.
Absolutely.
Neighborhood coffee house.
You've definitely created that neighborhood environment and spirit there. So we appreciate
thank you.
We really do. And so, you know, we love your story. You know, you really persevered with your faith and with your dream, holding on to that. And so now you're on the other side of your dream. And so where many people have been able to experience so much more than coffee. And so just want to have you talk a little bit about that, because yes, you are a coffee house, but you're so much more than coffee. I mean, you've had dignitaries there. You bring in the community. You've gotten some, you know, national recognition, you know, maybe really we've been blessed. So talk a little bit about that. I think it's important for people to know, for anybody who lives in the DMV, DC, Virginia, Maryland market, or if you're traveling here, Jirani Coffeehouse in Manassas is a must-go-to spot. Whether you drink coffee or not, you're gonna have a wonderful experience. But talk a little bit about what Jirani has evolved to become beyond coffee and some of the success you've had.
Well, while
Okay.
we're
Yeah.
still on coffee, hold on real quick. My brother is an avid coffee drinker. Like he's traveled all over the world, and coffee shops are his thing. You know, where some people, they have to check out the antique shops and things.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he came to Jirani, every time he comes back, he doesn't live here, he lives in Kentucky. He's
Oh.
but when he comes to Jirani, he always checks into Jirani, posts his picture on Facebook and say, "I've arrived. I'm at
That's amazing.
He is a coffee connoisseur. So I just wanted to throw that little part in because you really are the real deal.
Thank you.
Really
Absolutely.
But continue, because you were saying where you're going now. What are the different things you're branching into?
Okay, yeah. I'm glad you said that because so what we do here in Jirani, we use coffee and all of the arts to bring the community together.
Mm.
So we're in Old Town Manassas. It's multicultural. But what I realized, certain groups of people wouldn't come in. And so what I would do is hold events to bring that specific, whether it's a concert, certain band, bring that group of community in, or we also an art gallery in here.
Wow.
And different groups will come in, and then once they come in, we just love on them. And then after a while, I would start, and this will really touch me, I tell a story sometimes. I came in one day, and because I can visually see what they had on, in here, this is the time where a lot of police brutality was going on a year or so, 2 ago. But in here it's packed, and my Christian friends was here, my Muslim friends, we're in here all at the same time. And I had, the guys, the Buddhists that wear or the monks that wear the orange suit, all in here at the same time.
Wow.
And it just brought tears in my eyes, like, man, like, I know what's going on out in the world, but inside of here, this is a different world.
Well, it's the neighborhood.
It's the neighborhood, and our we have a one word mission statement, and it's love. I'm telling you, it's powerful.
Love.
So powerful. Everybody want love. I used to tell people in the beginning, "Hey, come on back, let me love on you." I realized people look, just a basic human being love, and people aren't used to hearing the word love.
Right.
So, but yeah, so Jirani, we do concerts, a concert venue, live streaming, art gallery. We're just really big on the arts community. All ages a place to breathe and a safe place. So yeah, but all that, to your point, Terry, I said, guys, we do all this stuff, but when they hit that bar, that coffee needs to be amazing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It is.
And the team, man, we really work on it, and we got room to improve, but at a good cup of coffee is just, you can't beat it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, just hits the spot.
Hits the spot. We've done a lot of events there. I love the Bean House. I love that.
Yes.
The Bean Box. I said the Bean House. The Bean Box. We've done a ton of events there, and I know you different organizations and things like that utilize your Bean Box. Talk a little bit about that. I think that's a great facet to your
Oh yeah. Yeah, so we have the meeting space, like you said, we call it the Bean Box, and it's a state of the art. We got projectors in there and sound and live streaming equipment, so you can live stream your event from that room. It holds up to like 25 people.
Right, yes.
You can kind of make it whatever you need for your event. So that has been, something really special. It's we have a library in there, and it's our giving library. So all the books is given to us to give to the community. So you see a book you like, you just take it home. It's top 10 bestseller. People just put in there. So it's been a blessing.
Wow. And that truly speaks to neighborhood and to love. Everything that you're offering in the spirit. The customer service is excellent every time we go in there. So your staff, your love is permeated through everybody who represents Jirani, your entire staff.
Thank you.
Really, and Ken, something stuck out to me, and I know we're about to close, but something stuck out to me that you said in your prior life, prior to even being married, you worked in a position where you helped businesses start up and.
I did retail management. So I would do new store sets for TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Mills, and those are big. They're like old Kmart's, and that size. And
what I think is powerful about that, what stood out to me was no doubt when you were doing that, you had no idea why God allowed you to even have that experience and have that knowledge. And what I think about is so many of us are in positions and we have experiences and we're like, I don't even know why I'm doing this. Absolutely. I don't even know why I've been asked to do this.
Yeah.
And we don't know what God is putting in place and what he's orchestrating.
Yes.
I think that's very powerful that you were able to reach back, pull from that experience, and use it to build your own business. That's just powerful.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. I talk about that in the book about nothing's wasted.
I like that.
Nothing. You know, and if you really, you know, realize where you're at, you know, I didn't like doing those retail 60 plus hours a week. I was a young guy back then. And it was just a lot on the body and never home. You couldn't have a personal life, you know. And I remember saying, I can do this on my own.
Right.
But I just wanted to be able to treat the employees better. You know, like you don't have to work someone 70 hours a week. But that's the nature of their business. I get it. So to reach back and realize, you know, when I got to the end of this book, I realized that I've been making coffee all my life.
Wow.
I ask people, what are you making? I've been doing it. I've been, you know, different versions, different way. I've been making it.
Love that.
I love it.
So, and I think once you tap into like, you know, like someone I was talking to, she was saying, you know, just really love people. She's been kind. And, you know, but then you find yourself trying to operate outside of that or do other business. I'm like, well, somehow, some way. I remember saying this. I'm just saying, somehow, some way, I'm going to make a living loving people.
I love it.
I love it.
Well, you just keep loving people and keep making coffee.
Yes.
Our prayer is that someone watching this understands that they need to continue making coffee.
Oh, they got to keep making it.
Just keep doing it, and we can all be on the other side of our dreams. So thank you so much, Ken.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate your time.
Absolutely. So, you know, again, he couldn't give it all away, but you definitely want to get this book On the Other Side of My Dream. We're going to have Ken's information posted, website, maybe tell them how they can get this book. But we'll make sure that information is on there, but you definitely want to get it. It's a quick read, but you want to probably read it 2 or 3 times to make sure you highlight and things like that. Make sure that, I know we're doing COVID-19, but we want to definitely continue to support and get that good coffee once we're past all of that and it's safe. I know your spirit is for the community to be able to have a safe place and a healthy place to come. So we appreciate you know, you're taking a stance on that as well, and continue to be a blessing to the community.
Yes.
Hey, thank you guys. This is awesome. Thank you for this opportunity. And like you said, you can get the book on Amazon or go to kenmoorman.com. And love for you guys to take a read and be encouraged. That's the main thing.
Absolutely. Okay, great. Well, thank you, Ken. Enjoy your day. And again, tell your family to say hello.
All right. Thanks.
Okay.